This class is designed to bring balance back into our lives. So the whole class itself is going to be split up into 15 minutes of effort and 15 minutes of deep rest and restoration. Sometimes in life we just sort of feel off balance, right? We don't feel like things are quite right, or maybe things feel a little unsteady or unstable. This class, is definitely meant to root you back down to yourself, to your true self, and hopefully leave you feeling just a bit more put together. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to start in child's pose. So you'll come forward into tabletop. Bring your knees really wide, your big toes to touch. And we'll sit back first, so think tail back towards the heels, and then start to walk your arms forward. Now, a couple of options. You can always cross your arms, which is a really nice, supportive way for you to take child's pose, or you can keep those hands and arms about shoulder width apart and bring your forehead to the ground. Start with a deep breath in through your nose, and exhale out through your mouth. Perfect. Take another one just like that. Just deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then just start to breathe normally in and out of your nose as best you can. And as you breathe here, always just checking in with how you feel. And without any judgment or criticism, just observing that feeling. Nice. Lift your bodies up into tabletop position. Knees again underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. We'll start with one round of cow position. So bringing your chest forward, shoulders back. Take a big breath in here. And then exhale, tuck your toes and lift up into downward facing dog. Once you're in that dog, just pedal out your legs. Shake out your hips, shake out your head. And then shifting your body weight back forward, come back down, hands and knees. Relax your toes, and we're going to take child's pose and downward dog and kind of fuse them into a puppy pose, creating a really deep stretch for the upper back. So we're going to keep the tail high, so think knees and hips pretty stacked. You can pause at your forearms as you dip your chest down, or you can again take your hands and arms about shoulder width apart. Push the belly and chest back towards the thighs. Bring either your forehead to the ground. Some yogis may be able to bring their chins to the ground. And try to relax your jaw. Perfect. Lift your chest forward, stay on those forearms, and just start to walk your legs back behind you. Coming into Sphinx pose. So Sphinx, we want to keep, again, hands and forearms shoulder width apart. Drag the chest forward as you push the tops of the feet down into the ground. Let's take a big breath. And then exhale, lowering the chest, plant the hands right next to the upper ribs and lift your body back up. Nice, tuck the toes here, step back, downward facing dog. And then looking forward in between your hands, start that journey up to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift as you arrive, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bow, fold, and look within. Maybe bend your knees here if you're feeling a bit tighter than normal. Right, let your belly be supported by your thighs. Give your head a little shake side to side. And then we'll reach those arms up. Big breath in here into mountain. Exhale, find a center that speaks to you. Perfect, relax your arms. From here, reach your hands and your arms back up to the sky and take your right index finger and thumb over the left wrist. Relax the elbows down for a moment and then inhale, lifting up. We're going to lean to the right. Inhale to center, switch sides. Left thumb and index finger around the right wrist. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean to your left. Nice, inhale, back to center. Take a big swan dive down, forward fold. And step your left foot back, please. Left knee down. Nice, from here, take your left hand to the earth and reach your right arm up to the sky, big twist. Now if this feels okay, maybe think about tucking your back left toes and lifting the knee, adding a little bit of intensity. Just keep breathing. Perfect, and then exhale, relax your right hand back down, drop into your left knee, and then slide those hips back, a little runner's stretch, toes up, chest forward, maybe wiggle the heel out if you can extend the leg a bit more. And then right foot flattens. Tuck the back left toes. Step back, downward facing dog. From dog, shift your body weight forward into plank, please. Exhale, drop your knees first if needed, or just drop all the way down into your bellies, Chaturanga. Inhale for Cobra. Lift your chest, elbows stay in. Exhale, release back to the ground. Nice, pick your bodies up from the earth, and then step back, downward facing dog. Now this time, step your left foot forward. So left foot comes forward as best you can, and sometimes you might have to drop your back knee first to make that transition. Keep the right hand down, left arm up to the sky. If it's okay here, tuck the back toes and lift the kneecap. Keep the hips nice and low, lengthen through the crown, reach back through your heel. Nice, exhale, lower everything back to the earth, slide your hips back and toes up. Feel your chest leaning into that thigh bone. Slow, steady breath in and out of the nose. Nice, left foot flattens, right toes tuck. This time, step up to the top of your mat. So just one big hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Arms reach up into mountain, deep breath. And exhale, find your center. Perfect. Again, inhale, arms up. A little bit quicker in this practice, just establishing that nice dichotomy, that nice balance. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Perfect. This time your right foot steps back. Either the kneecap down or not. Right hand to the earth, left arm to the sky. Now this time, yogis, we're going to add on. Please know that you can always keep a knee down. Take a breath. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh bone and plant the left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Modified extended side angle. Take a breath. From here, push back into reverse warrior. So keeping the lunge of the front leg, right arm down, left arm up. Deep breath. And then exhale like a gymnast, cartwheeling out. Just release the hands back down to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your body weight forward into plank. And then exhale, lower down all the way to your bellies. Inhale for Cobra. Nice, exhale, release. Gather the body here, lift it up. And then again, find downward facing dog. Remember, even dog can be taken on the knees. Always can come down to a knee. We'll bring that right foot forward. And left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up to the sky, so we've got this huge twist in the body. Right forearm comes to your right thigh bone. Plant your left foot down and come on up into that modified extended side angle. Left arm up to the sky. Deep breath. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the lunge. Even if you take a break, just re-lunge back into that right leg. Left arm down, right arm up. And we're going to cartwheel it all out, right? Just letting it go. And then step forward, top of your mat. Nice. Take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward, fold, look within. Arms reach up to the sky, mountain pose. And then exhale, find that center that resonates with your practice. Perfect. Relax your arms here. It's a little bit more balancing, right? Because it's sort of the goal of this practice. We'll bring left foot into tree pose. So think either left foot to the ankle, the shin bone, or the thigh. And maybe bring hands to your heart, your hips, if that's a bit more supportive. If you really are up for a challenge, maybe arms up to the sky. Nice. Feel your left hip opening. And then exhale, as you bring your hands to your heart, if they were up, go ahead and step your left foot back behind you and come into warrior two. So windmilling those arms up, we'll sit nice and low. Again, shrug it off the shoulders, relax. Nice, take your left arm, scoop it behind your back so that the palm is open. And then reach your right arm up, again for reverse warrior, but now we have a bind. Awesome, deep breath. And then exhale from here. Windmill the arms down to the earth. Bring your left knee to the ground. Draw your left knee in so that knee and hip align. Planting the left hand down. Skip your right leg to the back of the mat. Notice how I pivoted on that left leg so my toes are now behind me. Reach your right arm up for side plank. Now, if you're familiar with this posture and you want to take full side plank, maybe coming up onto both legs, you're more than welcome to, but it's not necessary. Just whatever feels good. Perfect, and then bringing your right hand down to the earth. We'll step back, downward facing dog. Another breath. And then exhale, looking forward, step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward, fold, look within. Arms reach up into mountain pose, full breath. And then exhale, find a center that speaks to you. Right foot comes into tree pose. Remember, ankle, shin bone, or the top of the thigh. And just finding balance. And sometimes yogis, balance is like a brief second. And it's the same as it is in a yoga pose as it is in life. Right? It doesn't always last, but we try. And as long as you're breathing, you are in your practice. Now step your right foot back, please, warrior two. Arms are going to extend out across the body, parallel that back foot to the mat. And keeping this nice strong lunge, go ahead and relax if you need to. And re-extend out. Nice, right arm wraps behind the back. Palm open. Left arm up to the sky. So we've got reversed warrior with a half bind. Awesome. From here, cartwheel it out. And gently drop that right knee to the earth. Give it a little scooch in. And then modified side plank. So that left leg just spins to the back of the mat. Right knee pivots, left arm up to the sky. Again, that option to take full side plank if it's available. Maybe it's not necessary if it's not something that you have room for today in your life. Nice, the left arm comes down, both knees together. Step back here, downward facing dog. Now this time, yogis, we're going to bring our bodies forward into plank. And we're going to drop down all the way to the belly. Inhale for cobra, right shoulders reach back. Chest pushes forward. And then exhale, release back to the ground. Gather your body up slowly back into tabletop position. And then from here, keeping the knees underneath the hips, we'll take a shoulder stretch. So reaching that right arm up to the sky, take a big breath in. And then exhale, take that right arm and thread it behind the left. Just resting the right side of your face down. Notice the tail stays high. Use that left hand as a sort of like a pillar to roll, add a bit more encouragement into the stretch of the right shoulder. So you're sort of rolling to the right side of your body. Perfect. Exhale, release. So take the left arm up, deep breath. And left arm threading behind the right. Left side of the head coming down. And same thing, we're just leaning into the left side of the body. Perfect, untangle from here. Excellent, yogis. And we'll re-enter downward facing dog. So now getting into the more yin part of our practice, the more relaxed part of our practice. We'll take the right leg up to the sky on an inhalation. On the exhale, bring right knee either in between your hands or towards your right wrist as you open the shin bone forward for pigeon pose. Slide back on the left leg. A lot of times people get really caught up in the hips here. If that's you, if you just find that this is very, very uncomfortable, you're going to roll onto the right side of your body and kind of bend both of your knees and then drop the chest forward. But if you're okay with keeping that left leg extended, go ahead and keep it extended as you lean the belly down and the chest down towards the earth. Feel free to go as deep as you'd like here. Just staying committed to your breathing. Please lift your bodies up. Tuck your back left toes. And then re-step back into downward facing dog. Nice, left leg comes up on the inhale. And knee comes forward into pigeon pose. Slide back through the right leg. Lower down gently. And rest. Body up, tuck into the back right toes, and then re-enter downward facing dog. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Come on down to your knees, and just make your way into a seated position. We'll finish our practice with a little bit of balancing, utilizing the front part of the body a bit more, so a bit more ab work. Bringing your feet flat, kneecaps pointed up. Extend the arms outwards, palms facing each other, and just gently lift the toes for boat pose. A lot of times this is the perfect place to be, and just balancing here, engaging your core. Maybe you lift the heels. Maybe there's a little extension in the legs. So it just depends on where you want to take this. So we breathe for just a few more breaths. Nice, and then exhale, bring your legs down and just to a comfortable seated position and walk your arms forward. Maybe there's a bit of swaying side to side. Maybe a little right side body stretch. Maybe a little left side body stretch. Nice, come back to center as you inhale. And then exhale, extend your legs out across the mat. Perfect, yogis. From here, come on down to your spines. Hug your knees back into your chest. And just massage into that spine a little. We'll bring the feet to the earth, kneecaps pointed up. Just making sure ankles, knees, and hips all in this nice linear pattern. And we'll lift the hips up away from the ground, pushing down into the feet. Slight engagement of the glutes. Feel your chest and your belly rise, but pull your chin away from your chest. Push the hands into the mat, or you can interlace the fingers, pushing the bottom of the fist as you walk your shoulders in for bridge pose. Just a nice back bend. You're going to feel your belly get really round. And exhale, release to the ground. Nice, let your left leg go. Pull your right knee into your chest. And we'll take that right knee, using the left hand, just take it over to the right. Try to keep both of your shoulders flat as you reach that right arm out to the right, palm facing up. Let the head turn all the way to the right. Back to center. Left knee comes in. Take left knee over to the right. Left arm extending out to the left, palm facing up. And we'll just turn the head to face those left fingers. Come back to center. Take some time here, get even on your mat. Extend your legs out one at a time. And letting your arms rest gently by your sides, prepping our bodies for a little bit of Shavasana. And we'll start by pulling a breath in through the nose. And then exhaling out through the mouth. Just clearing out any congestion and just coming back to this place of balance. And again, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And just pause to hold your breath for a moment. And then breathe in a little bit more. And then a little bit more. Exhale through the mouth. Shavasana. Deep breath in, yogis. And as you exhale, just stretching through your arms, your legs, your fingers and your toes. And we'll start that process of just rolling onto any side of the body that feels natural. And then beginning to prop yourself up to sit. Nice. As you come up to sit, eyes can be opened or closed. It's really just up to you. And in times of unbalance or imbalance or uncertainty in my day-to-day life, I oftentimes will bring my hands just to the tops of my thighs, palms down, just as a sign of groundedness. And I just remind myself in this moment that whatever is going on it's momentary, right? It's temporary, it's not permanent, it's not going to last. It's just a season of my life right now. And learning to embrace it as best I can in this moment. Nice. Take a big soulful breath into your body. And we'll seal this practice off with gratitude. My deepest gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me, yogis. It is always an honor.